Duh. We're so happy to have you all join us. Hello, hello, my buddy Cal's here, Ashley, Charlene, just to name a few. We're also live right here on Facebook because that's Facebook for me over here. I see Christine's here. Hello. If you're just joining us on Facebook only, please make sure you add your email in the comments so we know you're here. And of course, welcome also on our YouTube channel, Spoiled Agent Webinars. If you missed it, it's on there. It's also going to be on Josh's page a little bit later today. Thank you, Christine, for adding your email in the comments on Facebook. If you're here on Zoom, we've got you covered, guys, because you're registered, so we've already got your email. But we are so excited today. We're so happy. I got Jeannie's asking you, where's Frankie?
He's right behind me, actually. I'm hoping he doesn't bark during this,
Can we
but
see Frankie? Oh,
oh, he disappears. He's so
your
dark.
little baby.
No, there we go.
Oh
Right.
my gosh. We love when our spoiled agents get to see cutie pies. Thank you so much, Josh, for sharing your sweetheart with us. Aw.
Oh, he's like, what did you just do to me?
Well, we want to welcome everybody. Again, we've got, of course, Frankie in the background. We've got our friend Joshua Knox, who is a BDM for Globus Family Brands. And we're so happy because Josh is a really good friend of ours here at Spoiled Agents. And we love that we get to work with our supplier friends like Josh and many more. And, as much as Josh is here representing Globus, there's an entire team across Canada. And you just go to Josh's page, you go to spoiledagent.com, go down to tour operators, and then you click on Globus family of brands, and they're all there for you. So there's a lot of great incentives out there for Canadian agents. Right now, it's on Josh's page. So please don't forget. We also sent out an e-blast this morning with all that kind of great updates. And I know, Josh, you're going to speak about it. So I'm not going to give away too much. But I do want to say, I know you've been very generous with our spoiled agents today. And can you tell us what the prize is for a lucky spoiled agent?
Oh yeah, for sure. So I love Lululemon, and I think that they're amazing when you're on a tour. So we're going to do a $100 Lululemon gift card for whoever stays all the way to the very end of this and can answer a skill testing question.
Oh, I love it. Well, we love, I mean, I love Lululemon too. I have to say, someone gave me a gift card for my birthday a couple weeks ago, and it was such a treat to get a nice little outfit for the summer. So, whoever gets that, congratulations. In order to qualify, you have to stay on to the question period, but you don't necessarily have to ask a question. And if you have anything for Josh, we're only going to use the Q&A for questions only. Let's keep the chat box, I say, for the chitter chatter. Oh, I love it. And you know what, Josh? I don't know if you knew, but for Travel Advisor Month, we showed our spoiled agents how to use the React on Zoom, and a
Yeah.
lot of them are doing it also on Facebook. So let's do the reactions. I love it. Someone did a shirt from Lululemon on there
What,
already.
really?
So let's show Josh some great emojis. Here we go.
Why'd they do
And
the shirt?
I love it so
Oh, the
much.
whale. Oh, that's awesome.
I love it. So,
I
oh, look
can't
at
do it
the
though.
cash. I love it.
Nice.
So we want
Martini
to
glass.
thank you,
There you go.
Josh, for joining us today. The session's going to be recorded. Later on, it's going to be on Josh's page on spoiledagent.com under tour operators again. And it's also going to be on our Spoiled Agent yeah, YouTube channel, Spoiled Agent Webinars. So I'm going to leave it to Josh. He is the pro. And I know he's got lots of great Canadian incentives out there for you guys. So I'm learning too, and I love learning with great friends like Josh. So Q&A just for that. We're going to see you at the end, Josh, and thanks so much for joining us today.
All right. Thank you so much, Susan. I always love working with you guys. It's always an amazing pleasure. And I hate when you go away. It's kind of sad to do this alone. But yeah, I'm Joshua Knox. I'm one of the BDMs with Globus. This picture here, I don't know if you guys can pick it out right away, but does anyone have a guess where it is? It's China. So I just like to share the different parts of our company. And this whole theme of this webinar is to show you that we're more than just Europe. So I'm excited to share some new ideas with you, some new destinations that we're really focusing on. And I'd love to take it from there. So quickly, just to confirm, I'm Joshua Knox. So I'm the Globus BDM for Avalon and Cosmos as well, based in Brockville, Ontario. And I'm here to take care of the Eastern Canada, the capital, and Northern Ontario as well. So the rest of our team, though, just in case you guys aren't connected with your local BDM, we have a wonderful team across Canada dedicated only to our travel advisor partners. We don't do anything direct. Billy and Denise head us up in the top of the country. And we have Shauna and Paula over in British Columbia. We have Leslie taking care of the prairies and the territories. She's been with us the longest. She's the smartest of all of us, for sure. We have Elaine and Maurizio taking care of Ontario with me. And then we have the wonderful Michelle LaBelle, who's in Quebec and does all of our maritime provinces, all you wonderful people out there on the East Coast. Actually, she's doing a French-only webinar next Tuesday as well. So if you prefer to see this in French, it's going to be a little bit more focused on Avalon, but she'd love to take you through that as well. So if you don't have your team members, BDM's contact, please grab it from the screen, or else I can always send it to you later. We're all happy to help you out wherever we can. Just quick little spin through what our agenda is today. We're going to quickly talk about Globus and who we are and where we came from. Very quick, not as long as last time. Appreciate those of you that are joining us again. I've tried to make this webinar a bit different from our last one. We'll talk about some of the current trends we're seeing, selling the world with Globus, so not just Europe again. Avalon travel ideas, some cool things about Avalon. We'll do some questions and we'll do some prizing at the end, and hopefully get through these 60 slides as fast as we can. I usually put way too much stuff in here, so whenever you have questions or anything, please ask them, and we're happy to go back and take care of them after. If I don't know anything, I'll look it up as quick as I can and ask my team. I think a couple of them are watching, which is making me nervous, but we'll get through. So here's a quick video for you.
It began with a dream. A small dream from a man on his rowboat on Lake Lugano. Antonio Montagazza had a vision of doing more than transporting goods across the lake. He dreamed of taking people across the globe. And in 1928, when he created Globus, Antonio exchanged his rowboat for motor coaches and initiated a ripple in travel that changed the world. By 1950, Globus expanded from Swiss day trips to Italian holidays. And with help from another entrepreneur, Werner Albeck, the company unveiled the world's first multi-country European touring vacations. In 1961, Globus created Cosmos for cost-conscious travelers, generating another ripple of change. And over the next few decades, Globus and Cosmos expanded to Africa, Australia, North America, and Asia. By 2004, the ripple from Antonio's rowboat led the company back to its roots, to make waves on the rivers of Europe with the launch of Avalon Waterways. In 2011, Avalon changed the tide of cruising again with the world's first sweet ship, then a fleet of sweet ships, all while elevating cruising. All the while, Globus continued to innovate touring, taking travelers beyond the globe's go-to landmarks to uncover undiscovered towns and coasts without crowds, leading wayfarers to extraordinary moments and the memories waiting for them. Today, the ripples Antonio's dream inspired are at the heart of everything we do. From one rowboat to 95 years of fulfilling travel dreams across the globe, the Globus family of brands continues to row toward awe and wonder. This is how we row. Feel the current.
I love that video. It kind of shows you where we came from and what we're doing and how we've evolved over the 100 years we've been around almost. I used to work for WestJet, and we had this timeline wall in the main campus in Calgary that would show you all the travel companies that have come and gone in the time that WestJet's been around. And it'd be really cool to see how many have come and gone in the time that Globus has been around. You can't survive without evolving and changing, of course. So it's cool to see the way that our company has grown and changed over the years. All the different things that we're able to see and offer now to our travel partners. And I'm stuck on this slide. There we go. And yeah, so just really exciting to be part of this brand. And I've been here for a year now. I'm really happy to be serving Eastern Ontario and Northern Ontario. So yeah, I'll quickly share a few little insights from our company. We'll start with the basics on what each coach covers. So we do have several different ways of touring, but whenever we use our coaches, the transportation is, of course, the key element to what we're doing. So making sure that these coaches are really well taken care of. They're brand new in many cases, having those panoramic windows, 44 seats only, and we never fill them right full. We want to make sure there's extra elbow room in case clients don't want to sit beside each other after a few days of traveling together. The comfort class legroom, of course, aisle seats extending out. But we have Wi-Fi in Europe and North America, and in many of the Asian and South American tours as well. We have them. It's just not something we always guarantee. We have USB ports at your seat to charge your phones and your devices, and then of course air conditioning and smoke-free environment. And most of them have the bathroom on board and the side door as well. So we're not always going to the front. So transportation, of course, is what we're here for. So it's a very, very important component. Sorry, jumped over that one. What is going on? I think we're going the wrong direction. Sorry, guys. There we go. First class hotels. So we're always vetting our hotels, making sure we've got the best hand-selected partners we're working with around the world. For Globus, of course, the hotels are located in the heart of the city, close to the attractions. We want to make sure that we're giving our clients the best walking experience they can when they're on their own and their free time. And then, of course, when we're meeting as a group, the modern hotel amenities, the porter service being included with Globus, so taking the bags from the rooms when they're put out in the mornings to take to the coach, and complimentary Wi-Fi is a must, of course, in this day and age. The major difference between Globus and Cosmos, if you don't already know, is the hotels. So we use very nice caliber hotels for Cosmos as well, but they're more around the city's outer skirts. So they won't be city center. They'll still be 3, 4, 5-star hotels in some cases, but they're on the outer edges of the city rather than the city center. It's giving us that 30 to 40% savings on a Cosmos adventure. So yeah, the hotels are a very, very important part of our touring process, including the meals. So most of the tours always include breakfast daily, the local favorite lunches. So when you're out in the middle of Peru or something like that, they'll take you to a little farm and feed you lunch there from a local family or something like that. Dinners, of course, we do include most nights of the Globus Adventures, and they include one alcoholic beverage. And then after that, you just open your own tab for that. So the welcome dinner and the final dinner of the event are always my favorite of the tour. So those included dinners are incredible, of course. Skipping the line, so that VIP access that we have, we call that the happy line. Being able to get into these exhibits and these venues and museums through a shorter, quick little line that's all prepared for you through your tour operator or through your tour director. In the Vatican, actually, at one point they had a red carpet rolled out for us, apparently. So it's kind of cool to see that treatment of the clients. The expert guide. So I think that these are our number ones. These are the 4 that I've been able to travel with in the last year since being here. Amelia was on a river cruise with me in the south of France. Jorge took us through Costa Rica. Adrian took us through Peru. And then Francesco actually came to us here in Canada last February. If you were around, we did a little tour director roadshow, and we took him out he talked about what his day was like on the road every day with our clients and your guests. And they really do have rock star status for everything they know. They're passionate about sharing the training they go through to be part of our team, and the history that they had leading up to coming to us. So a lot of them have been with us for 20, 30 years in some cases. This is a pretty young group, but they're all very, very passionate, very strong people working with us. And every tour or cruise with both Globus and Cosmos and Avalon as well has to include these components. We talked about the VIP line, the local favorites, the hotels, the My Globus personalizing your tour through the apps. The travel agent would help set that up for the client, and then you can help them pick their excursions and things like that, their choice excursions. Those number 1 experts we just spoke about, and the freedom to tour on your own as well. So there are varying degrees of independence on our tours now. So we've got 12 different styles of traveling. But also during our main Globus tours, we now do include about 30% of the day is given to the clients to explore on their own, to do some shopping or some sightseeing on their own, and restaurants and stuff as they wish. You may have seen that recent video that we made with the tour director showing clients around in Florence, and then the couple that went on their own, and the difference between the experience that they both had. It's a good one. If you ever need the link for that, I can share it with you. But here's the world, of course. So everyone knows us for Europe, I believe. And going backwards again. So Globus, of course, we're based in Lake Lugano, as you saw in that video. Starting up there in 1928 with Antonio Montagazza rowing across that lake. We started on the water. We've come back to the water with Avalon as well. But very, very similar to what's in that picture there. He was rowing guests across that lake, giving them a little tour, talking about his home, and he was our first cruise director, basically. But from there, we've grown all over Europe, of course, being our backyard. But now we're working in China, of course. This year is a very good year for China because of the visa drop for Canada. So right up until, I think it's New Year's Eve this year, we're able to travel without visa for short-term travel. Japan, of course, we've been very big with in the last few years, growing in popularity. Vietnam has grown a lot with us at Globus. We have the safaris, of course, so East and South Africa. We've got the Kenyan game reserves and everything like that. Oh, Frank is going to bark. Sorry, guys. No, he's not. Okay. Egypt, of course. So we're going back into service in September. So we've had a slight pause over the last few months with everything that's going on. So sailing the Nile past the ancient temples is a very important part of our touring options. And we have Patagonia. I didn't even know that was a place until a couple of years ago. I thought it was just a clothing brand, but beautiful end of the world destination down in Argentina to go and check out. And of course, Peru. I got to go there last October with a group. Wonderful destination. If you've never considered it, please consider it. And then around Canada, so PEI, they're showing Green Gables right there, but we're high on the map this year with the popularity with clients all over the world. So what's trending right now? We've got this list from our director of sales in Canada. She just shared this. This is selling well amongst all of you, our travel partners across Canada. But if you need some ideas for your clients, here's what everybody else is selling. Kenya and Tanzania and safaris are doing really, really well. We have lots of options for 2027. They're growing in popularity and in stature, so we've got a lot of options there. South Africa as well, so South Johannesburg and that area as well. China, again, with the visa drop, we've seen a lot of popularity there. Japan, Korea, the Mekong with Avalon. So as you may know, we're not just on the European rivers, we're also doing Asia, South America with the Amazon, and then Egypt with the Nile. Peru, as I mentioned, one of my favorites. I'm going to talk about it a little bit in a second here. New Zealand, if you want to go check out down under, or not down under, very close to it. And then Canada's Maritime. So we're on that list as well this year. So this isn't just us in Canada selling this, but all over the world is coming to us in Canada. So it's really, really good to see what's going on with the trends. To talk quickly about some of those destinations with you. Thailand, of course, people know it for the culture and the history, the Bangkok temples, the Golden Buddha, the Grand Palace, the River Kwai, the floating market, which is a life-changing destination in itself. The UNESCO Heritage Park and the Temple Exploration, Chiang Mai, the night market by Tuk Tuk is an amazing experience to take part in. Being able to be sustainable in these areas is very important to Globus as well. So one of our things, especially as we're starting to market to Generation X more often, we're seeing that they want to see that sustainability, and the millennials too. We're really, really focusing on how sustainable we are, with the ways we try to take care of the destinations we're traveling to and treading upon. We want to make sure that we're giving back as much as we're bringing people to see them. So the rice farming, engaging with the local farmers, the sustainable rice farm is an important piece of that, and the Elephant Nature Park. So the rescue and conservation efforts there are being helped, supported by the tourists and the guests, not abusing them, of course, and the ceramics painting workshop as well. Japan, again, there's lots of options for touring in Japan right now. So we have the independent option. We also have the small group discovery. And with small group discovery with us, you may remember it's 15 to 18 people only in Europe. And then in the tropics and Asia, it's 20 to 24 people at a max. So using smaller transportation, more boutique hotel styles, and just smaller groups to have more time with those tour directors. We do English-speaking guides, of course, on these tours. So the limit is there with the number of people that we have on these as well. So I want to make sure we're taking care of them really well. And we're using that bullet train between Nagoya and Tokyo. So you're able to see that rapid transportation across the country. You're spending 2 nights in Hiroshima, 2 nights in Okayama, and then 3 nights in Kyoto as well. Vietnam, again, picking up in popularity very, very strongly over the last few years. Being able to see Ha Long Bay, Hanoi, the Mekong Delta. So again, where our river cruises start. The Kodo restaurant is one of our social impact things, supporting the at-risk youth. Zoe Paper, being able to preserve those artisans' work. And the Mekong quilts for social enterprise visits as well. And those hero rats, that's an amazing story too. If you ever have time to look that up, look up Hero Rats Landmine Detection for Cambodia, taking care of trying to support that work there. South Africa. So Cape Town and beyond, of course, great wine country, but also wonderful reserves to see animals in the wild. Safari in nature in the Kruger National Park. We have 6 open-air game drives that we do there. Safari traditions, so we do the sundowner drinks, stargazing with Kilimanjaro in the background. You can add on Victoria Falls with guided walks and Zambezi sunset cruises, and being able to contribute again to the conservation of the people here, and the lions and the wildlife in that area is an amazing part that Globus is a part of. And because of that, we do have a strong relationship with the area. Being around as long as we have, we've built some many strong relationships with our suppliers down in that area. East Africa, Legends of the Serengeti. So the Masai Mara, multiple game drives during the day, and then the bush breakfast, which I think would be an incredible experience. I hope I get to go on one day. The Serengeti as well, the crater, being able to do a full day drive and exclusive bush lunch there as well. I said Kilimanjaro earlier, but it's actually part of this slide, I'm sorry. The Rhino Sanctuary Project, so doing that visit as well. The Sweetwaters visit with the Chimp Sanctuary. So if animals and wildlife are a big part of your client's interest, this is a must. You've got to send them off to East Africa to do some of these safaris with us. And both Globus and Cosmos have options for them. Sometimes they're quite varying. Cosmos has some different hotel product again. So we're very excited about the differences between the two and the way that they both are seeing great success there. Sustainability again, so the ways that we look to be sustainable as a company, so the wildlife that we are able to part of the conservation visits. The communities were able to support with the things like the Kodo Youth Project, the landmine design, being able to support them with the bags that we buy from them and everything like that. The environment, of course, the sustainability with the rice farming and the Alliance certified lodging in Peru. So the Rainforest Alliance certified lodging. So making sure to support partners that are taking care of the environment, of course, and the culture as well. So preserving those traditions and that art the way we can. Peru, I'm trying not to read the comments because I'm trying to keep focused, but so Peru, I actually got to do Peru in October, so I can attest to these bucket list moments. Being able to see Machu Picchu, our whole group, we were almost not able to make it up there. There was a bit of a situation going on with the protests for the transportation during that time, but our tour director got us up there safely. He protected us. He knew who to talk to and where to go and when to be patient and when to push forward. And he got us through safely without any stress. And it was a wonderful experience. And because of him, we got to see Machu Picchu. And we had 2 days there. Actually, we almost lost one, and the people 4 days before us had no access to Machu Picchu. So we're very, very lucky for our tour director, Adrian. We got to see the late at the end of the day, so we saw the sunset instead of the sunrise. And then the second entry, we got to spend the full day there. So again, the breathtaking sight that site is. If you've got a chance to get down and see it, please do. The Nazca Lines, of course, seeing those amazing formations out, I always say it wrong, the geoglyphs out in the desert, ancient culture putting them there and designing them in the way that they did. You can do a flyover of the flight seeing. The Visitome train through the panoramic Andes. It's an amazing sight to see. Lake Titicaca, and the living culture, again, doing that shaman ceremony. We did the Mother Earth ceremony with a lady in Cusco up on the mountainside. It was incredible. The local home visit, we got to go visit a lady in an Incan village. She'd been operating that same home for 500 years, well, her family had. And then the Pisac market as well, just life-changing destination in itself. Again, the Machu Picchu, so we can add on to these different things. So the Legacy of the Incas is a 12-day tour from Lima to Lima. We can do some different add-ons, being able to see those Nazca lines like you mentioned, and the sustainability impact. So again, we're using those rainforest hotels, certified hotels. The different ways to sell it. So these are some of my pictures here. This is one of our tour directors. This is that home that we visit, and I brought Paddington home from Peru. But the different ways you can sell it to your clients if they have different travel styles they prefer. Peru Splendors, which is the one I did, that's a classic tour. So it's I think we had 24 people, and it's 8 days from Lima to Lima with the coaches, the train, all built in. Wonderful experience that way. We have the Peru Escape, which is in the off season, so cooler weather, less crowded, lower temperatures, as I mentioned, and a great way to see it as well. A great way to introduce people to Globus as well, with Escapes being a bit cheaper. And then independent as well. If they want to do it on their own, but have the structure built in there for them, they can do it with the Globus Independent product. We actually ran into a lady on the train who was a Globus Independent because she recognized the sign. She came with us, and the tour director got her in as well. So there's still that protection there, even though they're on their own. They do have connections with the tour directors. You can always add on to Peru too with the Amazon or the Galapagos. So we have the Amazon service with Avalon, and we also have the 10 stateroom ship with Avalon as well that goes out to the Galapagos. So a great option for clients to bucket list travel and extend their vacations that way. Costa Rica, the other one I got to do last fall. So sustainability impact here is incredible. Like Costa Rica doesn't use any non-renewable resources now. So all of their energy is solar or hydro. It's amazing to see the way that country is taking care of itself and its animals. So again, if you have animal lovers in your crowd and they don't want to go all the way to Africa, Costa Rica is just a little bit farther than maybe the Caribbean would be. But if you have people that love their all-inclusives and they're kind of done with the Caribbean for now and they want to see something different, this is still part of the Caribbean, it's just a little bit further down, and it's an amazing destination. There's me and Jorge. So some of the things that we did, the Tarcoles River Cruise, being able to see the crocs in the wild, the volcano trails, so being able to hike up Mount Arenal and see the national park there with the lava fields. The hot springs, of course, were a wonderful break after the long day of travel. The canals with the boat cruises, the Sarchi village, the mangroves, being able to see the hanging bridges. So we did 15 hanging bridges. And if you're scared of heights, that's something you don't want to look down on, but it's a wonderful, safe way to travel or to enjoy that area. And then Manuel Antonio, I can't say enough about that area. You really do see every animal you expect to see. There were 3 different kinds of monkeys, and Jorge actually can howl out to them and they can answer him back, which is very interesting to see. So very, very amazing experience that way. This bird, the Quetzal, he was so excited to see it. I've never seen someone get so excited over a bird before, but a very rare find, but he found it for us. And the biodiversity there, you really, you actually there's no question, like before breakfast, as it says at the bottom there, you see 3 different kinds of animals before you even finish your breakfast on the terrace some days. So the science meets fun is a really big aspect to Costa Rica, as we mentioned. The cloud forests, the mangroves, the volcanic ecosystems. Clients do feel like explorers. So if you want to give your clients a bit of an adventure, Costa Rica is a wonderful spot for that. The big wow, low friction. So being staying on the slopes of this volcano, we're always on the north side too, which apparently is the safer side. But it's an active volcano, so it's less dangerous than a dormant volcano apparently. So we know if it's ever going to act up, we'll know well in advance. But beautiful spot to check out, and just 1 day or 2 days of this whole tour through this whole ecosystem. Beautiful way to go. So yeah, in the same day, you can see these beautiful beaches and be up on a mountain slope as well. I always compare that to Vancouver, where we can be down on the beaches of English Bay and then up in the mountains on Gross Mountain the same day. But we have the same thing in Costa Rica in a tropical setting. So a beautiful experience for people. Our own country, Quebec. So a lot of people don't know that we do this, but I wanted to throw it in here to make sure everyone knows. So starting and finishing in Montreal, this is an 11-day tour from Montreal to Montreal. Fills up very fast. So if you have clients, if you're in the West, if you have clients want to come see the East, if you're here in the East and you want your clients to see their own backyard, this is a wonderful way to do it. French-speaking Quebec, of course, is a very wonderful tourist destination. And then you're up to the Maritimes as well. So beautiful spot. Go and check out Gaspé Bay. I haven't been there yet. I need to go. Definitely. Now that I live in the East again, I can do this. But one to put in your mention. Alaska and the Yukon. So people say what they will about Yukon or Alaska right now, but just to put it out there that Yukon is part of our tour territory as well with our tours. So I actually just got to go to Dawson City and Whitehorse. I did not know I would love it so much. You have clients that want to see the gold rush in that area. Like they've done a beautiful job up there preserving that area, building the destination up to tourists. I lived in Northern Alberta for a long time, and I kind of expected to be like that, but it's a very, very different experience, especially if you can go this time of year with the midnight sun, gambling at Diamond Tooth Gerties and all that kind of stuff. We also have a Holland America build on to this too. If they want to cruise the Inside Passage with Holland America and go down to Vancouver, we can add that on there as well. The Maritime. So again, there's PEI. I just watched Anna Green Gables with one of my nieces, so this is fresh in my head. But a beautiful way to see the Maritimes, Cape Breton. This one is 9 days from Halifax to Halifax, including all of your inter-vacation touring as well. So the ferry inclusion, of course, all the coaches that we work with and our tour director stays with you the whole time. Being able to have that PEI lobster dinner is an incredible feat that you should do no matter what tour you're on or whenever you get a chance to visit, but please go do that. So being able to have this in there. We'll shift gears a little bit here. How are we doing for time? We're halfway. Okay. We'll talk about Avalon for just a couple minutes here. I did share quite a bit about Avalon in my last presentation. And for those of you in French-speaking Canada, Michelle is going to speak quite a bit about Avalon next week as well. Avalon itself, at the moment, we feature 79 different cruises with 13 different rivers around the world. And we're actually in 23 different countries. And some of these cruises, you do 5 countries in one cruise. So if you've never considered a river cruise before, this is a wonderful way to see interior of Europe or interior of any of these countries, actually. And you can get those bragging rights for crossing off so many destinations in one trip with only unpacking your suitcase once in most cases. So it's a wonderful way to see the country for sure. These are the main rivers we're on in Europe. So you can see the Danube is there, the Rhone, all the way from the North Sea to the Black Sea. And that is one cruise, actually, I just found out. You can do that in 24 days, which people going away for farther and longer, this has been an option for a few people. So we've seen a few people book that one lately. We also have the Seine, of course, and the Rhone, which I got to do last year, very luckily. Beautiful area, especially even in 40-degree France. We felt so cool on the river, and we really, really enjoyed it. They took us up and locked us in the dungeons of castles and stuff like that to keep us cool, but I never felt the heat was too much of a problem. I know they're going through a bit of a heat wave right now, so we want to keep an eye on the clients out there. But for myself, I'm pretty intolerant to heat sometimes, so I was fine on that trip. But if you can ever do the south of France from Arles up to Chalon, it's a beautiful destination. Please check it out. Of course, the Douro in Portugal was ever popular, growing and growing in popularity every year. We have our one ship over there. These are the other 4 rivers that we're on as well, to make sure that everyone knows. So the Mekong in Cambodia and Vietnam. We have our Avalon Saigon ship doing that one. And then we have Egypt, which we're going to return to in September with the charter that we work with there. And then the Delphinius 3 that we work with down in the Amazon. So wonderful. We do the Peruvian Amazon, and then they take them up to Machu Picchu as well and to see the Sacred Valley. So beautiful destination down there. And then Ecuador. So Ecuador is being added on this year as well. So this one actually includes the Galapagos Islands for us. And stop. Okay. And there's quite a few river cruises out there. We're getting a couple more in the next couple of years. So I want to make sure that you guys know how Avalon stands out. Of course, that bed facing the view is the big thing. We just had someone in the West join us from another river cruise company, and I had her go through yesterday what really is the difference between us and some of our closest competitors. So that bed facing the view is a big game changer. It changes the whole layout of the cabin, which is what she felt really at home in. Having that little sitting area there makes a big difference. The choice of the Comfort Collection mattresses, so the firmness that they can change on your first day. If you get in there and the bed is not what you want it to be, they'll adjust it right away for you. So that first night's sleep is wonderful. That adjustable seating area that can host room service for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I didn't think that was such a big deal, but she said, no, a lot of the river cruises don't do room service. So very happy to hear that we do that. And the mini bar service as well is something that pretty exclusive to us as well. The fresh water in the room daily, which is a no-brainer, but it's a glass decanter that they're using there. So we don't use any plastics on board our river cruises. We don't want any of that stuff to end up in the river with that big, huge window being open like that. Of course, water bottles will go overboard like crazy. So having those glass decanters makes a big difference. And the housekeepers fill those up as soon as you need, of course. L'Occitane bath products, which I swear made my hair grow back thicker last year. And then we have that larger bathroom. Because of the bed being turned, it made the shower bigger. So you got lots of room in the shower to do whatever you need to do in there. It's a wonderful experience, and that luxurious, nice surrounding there. The best rooms, staterooms on the river, we've won that award a couple of times now. And so we're very excited for 2025. We should just update this one. Cruise Critic gave us this award again last year. So we're very, very happy with that. The deluxe stateroom looks like this. So this is our entry category for the ship. And the one thing that she did tell us about our differences to some of our competitors is the move from the categories is very minimal. It's not 5 moves to get up to a panoramic stateroom. It's 1. So this is our deluxe stateroom. This is our entry level. They're called the Swan View because you'll see the swans going by those windows there. And yeah, very nice accommodation, of course. Still quite a bit bigger than some of our competitors. And then we have the panorama suite, which is what everyone goes for, of course, when they can. These are the upper 2 decks of the ship. 80% of the ship is actually these suites, so we're able to offer a lot of them. Great sound dampening walls, that bed turned towards the view, the seating area. This is the Portugal ship, so it's a different motif than some of the European ships or other European ships, but you can see how the space has been really, really well accommodated for a river ship. Yes, Joseph, you have to try it. We'll have you on board whenever you'd like to go. We do have the Suite Awards program, just to remind you all. It is on our Spoiled Agent page as well. Whenever you want to check out Avalon, please come check us out. We're happy to have you on board. If you sold a couple of guests with us, we're able to offer the Suite Rewards rate, which is $18.95 per person for you and your travel partner, which is about 60 to 70% off the regular rates for the guests. But a wonderful way to see a 7-night cruise with us. This is the bathroom we spoke about. The wall-mounted amenities that are not reusable, or they are reusable containers, I'm sorry. That extra large shower stall as well. And the different colored towels. So you and your travel partner will never mix up your towels. Be like, hey, I'm gray and you're brown, so don't mix them up. So they're different colors on the ships, but make sure everyone knows that. There's not a lot of deck plan to worry about. There's not 16 different types of rooms to look at. There's 3. So there's the deluxe rooms, there's the panorama rooms, and then there's the 2 royal suites on board each ship. So the guests don't have to hum and haw over what's best for them. They just have to pick which cabin they want and go from there. And it's quite easy for you. The elegant spaces, one of the mentions from that person that came to us from another cruise line, she did mention that her dining room is a lot more spacious and feels a little bit more elegant in comparison. So we're very happy to hear that too. They did put a lot of effort into our ships, and of course they come off the river every year in January and they get totally refreshed. Unlike ocean cruising, all the ships can come off at once. They can do the same thing to every ship and make sure that they're all on the same par, and it's a fresh ship to put back on the river in March when we start up again. But the happiest hour on the ship is every day right before dinner, and of course wine and beer are included with meals every day. The Avalon choice, so the different varieties we have with dining are very important to us, of course. So the panorama dining room is our main dining room. We do have the club lounge at the back of the ship, which is a wonderful experience because they put in fresh pastries all the time. There's an espresso machine there no matter what time of day it is. You get in trouble for ordering cappuccino after 11 o'clock in Italy, but you won't on this ship. We'll take care of you no matter what. We do have that sky grill, which is a beautiful option. We don't have a pool on board our ships because the bridges and stuff like that. We want to make sure that we're safe that way, but we are able to do the sky grill in its place. So it's a wonderful option to be able to eat in the open air and see the city as we sail by. Those picnic baskets, of course, so we're able to take care of people when they go off the ship as well. If they tell us the night before, we can prepare a picnic basket lunch for them out in the countryside like this. It looks like a dream come true for me. The room service, as we mentioned, the panorama bistro. So in the lounge, they actually prepare a little buffet every day if you don't want to sit down in the formal dining room. And when I say formal, it's just meaning that you're sitting down for your meal. There's no pretension to the ship. It's come as you are. It's casual luxury. You don't have to wear anything you don't want to wear. Of course, not tank tops and stuff like that, but they do. It's a very casual, relaxed atmosphere there for sure. We do have the tea time every day, so they do a kind of a version of high tea every day, and we do the wine tastings and whiskey tastings, things like that in the lounge, and then breakfast in bed. So if you want to just stay and enjoy that view that you're sailing by, if it's a sailing day, then you can enjoy breakfast in bed. And to mention that we do sail in the days and the nights in most of Europe. In Portugal, we can only sail during the day, but in the rest of Europe, we sail day and night, so we can make sure to take in some of those sites as we're sailing by them rather than miss them in the dark. We want to make sure that we're taking advantage of what we're sailing past for sure. The Club Lounge, as I mentioned, there's that amazing cappuccino machine, and the view from the back as you sail away from some of these destinations we're part of is just incredible. So imagine seeing the Eiffel Tower as you sail up the Seine towards Monet's gardens. Just can't beat those vistas from that back lounge there. Again, another difference that makes us special is our active and discovery program. So we find that it shifts the demographic a little bit too. We do get a bit more Generation X and millennial interest because of our active and discovery cruises. You're not forced into being active if you don't want to. You can totally relax and just enjoy. But we do have those cruise directors and the activity director on board that are engaging our guests with yoga classes, stretching classes in the morning. There's a small gym on board. They do kayaking in the Danube and some of the other rivers as well. We have the bikes, and we also have electric bikes, which some of the other companies don't have. So we're able to take guests out on biking tours, and guided or unguided. You can take the bike if it's off the ship and it's not reserved for anything like that. You can take the bike wherever you'd like to and take the picnic basket as well. Being able to do an art class like this one in the top left there, I got to do that in Arles, France, where Van Gogh painted. Got to see it and be where he was and have a professional teacher teaching us how to paint. It was terrible, but we did our best. But an amazing experience like that, taking these classic symphonies and wine tastings, of course. It's all about the wine in Europe sometimes, but it's a wonderful experience for sure. Solo travelers. So we do have a wonderful program with Avalon for solo travelers. There is no single supplement for the first 5 guests when they're signing up as a solo, and they get the same cabin no matter who they are or who they're traveling with. It's not going to be like this is your cabin because it has a single bed. We don't do that. You can unpack once again, so the guest is able to come in and enjoy 5 or so different countries and only unpack their suitcase once in their room. The special interest cruises draw in a lot of solo travelers. So if you have those clients in your Rolodex that are, so Rolodex, does anyone use those anymore? If you have those solo travelers that are looking for something special, Avalon can be a great way to go. The special interest cruises, if they love Christmas and they want to go see the Christmas markets and meet some friends along the way, they'll definitely do that on that cruise. We do have the jazz cruises. We have wine specialty cruises and things like that. So this summer as well, we're doing Sister Hazel on board. So if anyone's a big fan of Sister Hazel, All For You was their big song, I believe, in the 90s that I loved. But they're back on board with us, so we're happy to see them. And Graham McTavish from Overlander, I think I said it right, he's on board with us again this summer, so we're excited to have him with us. Again, the dining flexibility makes it comfortable for a person traveling solo to enjoy on their own. They don't have to sit down at a certain time with a same group of people every night. They can sit wherever they want to, whenever they want to. And you're solo, but never alone. I really like that line. It's a good one. Just to remind you again, we do have the service in Cambodia and Vietnam with the Mekong on our ship there, and this is the ship. So the Avalon Saigon, it's a smaller ship, so it's 18 panorama suites, very similar to the European style. And this one's more intimate, of course, with 36 guests. Beautiful interiors. Let's see. Here we go. So this is what the interior looks like. Hardwood floors and the same huge windows opening up. We're able to enjoy those floating markets and local communities as we sail by them and really, really enjoy the Mekong destination. So a lot of people say this is a life-changing experience to be on the Mekong. So if you have clients interested in this, if they've done a couple river cruises already, maybe they've done the Rhine and the Danube, as most people do with their first river cruises, this might be a new one to offer them. A bit more adventurous, a little bit more exotic for them, but wonderful destination for sure. And some different options are coming up this year as we're seeing more and more clients wanting to go away for farther and longer. Maybe they're not doing cross-border travel this summer, but they want to go to Europe for longer or next year even. So we're combining a lot of our cruises together. So this is doing all the way from the French Riviera up to Lyon, and then taking the train up to Paris, and then doing a second river on a second river ship. So this one, I think, it's 15 days in total. And you get to see where Van Gogh was and also where Monet was. You get to see where Joan of Arc lived. You get to go up to the Normandy beaches, and they split everybody up those days. So if you want to go see the Canadian side with the Juno Beach, they'll take everyone there for a full day excursion, and all the Americans can go to their beach as well. We're with the British, of course, because we did the Commonwealth beaches together. And then Côte-de-Bac is a beautiful tour as well. Les Andelys, Giverny, I'm saying wrong, Giverny, beautiful destination. So Paris, to and from, you go all the way back and then come up to the front. So we sail away from Paris in this beautiful image. A lot of people don't know this, but we do a coastal Croatian cruise as well. So you're spending a bit of time in Rome, up through northern Italy to Florence and Venice, and then you jump on a ship and you sail with Caterina Cruises down the coast with us. So this is a small group discovery. So it's only 15 to 18 people. It's a smaller ship that we work with Caterina Cruises. Beautiful destination, beautiful luxury accommodations, and a wonderful little yacht feeling to sail down that amazing coast. So Croatia is there. Remember this name, Enchanting Italy with Adriatic Jewels from Venice to Dubrovnik. Beautiful option for us. So this is one of our cruise and tour options. So we do cruises outside of Avalon as well with Globus. So I want to make sure you guys all know that. Doing good for time, right? Just to remind people about the fuel concerns, we are good with Avalon. We have tons and tons of fuel, so there's no concern about that. It seems like that news story is kind of fading away, so just want to reassure everyone that we're good. We've got those big fuel reserves there, and we're taking care of that. Exclusive offer. So we do have an exclusive offer for you guys. Booking with Spoiled Agent. If you book anything in the next 2 weeks until July 30th, we're happy to, so like almost a whole month actually, so 3 weeks. We're happy to give you $100 off per person on anything Globus, Cosmos, or Avalon for 2026 or 2027. Just mention Spoiled Agent and to your BDM, and we'll make sure to take off that $100 for you. You can just email me too if there's any confusion, but we should have that down pat by now. We've been around for a couple months with you guys. We're very excited to offer this program. And I have one more quick video to share with you.
The feel of the ocean breeze off the coast of San Sebastian. The sound of tribal drums echoing off deep canyons of the Southwest. The taste of balsamic vinegar in the heart of Italy will captivate your senses, stir your soul, and leave you breathless. The world is full of extraordinary places, hidden treasures, and undiscovered magic. You just have to know where to look. With Globus Undiscovered, we take care of the how, leaving you to enjoy the wow. Discovering the world's best-kept secrets with travel experiences custom-built for the curious. Go beyond the guidebooks, away from the crowds, the traffic, the noise, to unspoiled landscapes, fascinating cultures, and pinch-me moments. Our discovery seekers trade the lines for limoncello and the tourist trap for the catch of the day. With undiscovered itineraries that take you where others don't. To spend days where a cruise ship can only spend hours. From the colorful ports of Croatia to the whitewashed isles of Greece, the enchanting vineyards of Italy to the wild beauty of North America's hidden treasures, we pave the path for finding joy, connection, and meaning. No planning, just playing. This is your ticket to awesome. Globus, Undiscovered.
Yeah, Globus Undiscovered, again, is one of our 12 travel styles. And this one is taking us out of those well-known centers. So if your client's been to Italy a couple times and they want to see something different, look for a Globus Undiscovered package for them. They'll take them out to destinations where they've never even thought of before, like Grève in Tuscany, or down to the Southern Islands and stuff like that, or outside of Barcelona. I know some of these destinations are feeling a bit of tourism fatigue, so we're happy to make sure to support areas around them that really want the tourists to go to. So please consider Globus Undiscovered for clients that are looking to return to a country because they love it, but want to see something totally different. So it's really good in Ireland too. It shows you the different things. It's called Beyond the Blarney. So of course we know what they're talking about there, but be able to take you to see other parts of the country that really crave that tourist and want to show them the best of their country. So please consider Globus Undiscovered for that. When they talk about the balsamic, I was in Italy last year and they showed us that vanilla ice cream with balsamic vinegar on it is really good. You'd think that'd be disgusting, but it tasted so nice. Try it if you're ever being adventurous, but happy to share that with you. At the moment now we're in 80 different countries. We're on hold with one of them, but hopefully go back soon. We'll have 741 different vacations options between the 3 different brands, our family of brands, Globus, Cosmos, and Avalon, and 6 continents at the moment. We were on Antarctica for a while, but we've pulled off of them for now, and 98 years in experience with us, and we still remain a Swiss-based family-run company. So we're happy to whenever you guys consider us. Really appreciate it. We do have that booking incentive on right now for you guys in Canada here. So we earn $1 for every Avalon booking for 2026. We really need to fill up those ships a little bit more. 2 ballots for Globus and Cosmos for 2026. And to qualify, you have to do 10 entries, so 10 guests over the year. Some people, that's a little more of a challenge, but we're happy to help out however we can. The first prize is a 7-night Avalon River Cruise. I want to do it. I'm coming with you. 7 nights Escapes tour, which I'd also love to do with Globus. And then the third prize is a $500 gift certificate. So we're quite happy to share those with you. And September 1st is when we'll do that draw. Powerful promotions. So if you're ever looking for what's next with Globus, what's our promotion on at the moment, we like to run our promotions for at least a month or 2 if we can. Right now we have free air or save $1,800 per person on select Avalon waterways for 2027. So that's a big savings, and free air. It's a great feature. You can pick the airline, of course, too, and you can upgrade them to premium economy and business and stuff where we can. But we have our own air desk as well. So they're Canadian here in Canada. They know our airport codes, which is a wonderful treat. And they're very happy to help you out. Whenever you want to book air through us as well, we can put it all together as one piece. The start now, go later, great savings for Globus, $700 per couple, or $400 with Cosmos as well. I always tell people, try and bookmark this page if you can, check it out as often as you can. There's a little animation there for you. The welcome back credit, make sure your clients know that when they get, as soon as they get back, they have a welcome back credit to use for their next trip with us. And if they earned it on Cosmos, they can use it on Globus. If they earned it on Avalon, they can use it on Globus. They can switch all around. So it's up to $275 per person. If you don't know, just reach out to your BDM or inside sales, and we'll happily look it up for you and see what it is for your guest. But that's a great little welcome back email. Like, hey, how was your tour? Please give us the dirt. Tell us the good, the bad, the ugly. Hopefully there's not any ugly, but then you can say, hey, just so you know, you do have that welcome back credit to use for your next adventure with Globus. So we're happy to make sure those are extended and enjoyed as much as possible. Oh, and we're on to the pricing. So just let you guys know, we are doing a $100 gift card for the lucky winner. So if you made it to the next slide, we're going to go and do a draw tomorrow when we get the list from Spoiled Agent Partners. And one of you can go shopping or take someone shopping, whatever you'd like to do with that. So thank you very much. I think we'll come back on with Susan and we'll do some questions if we have them.
Josh, you did fantastic. Everyone, let's show some hearts and some love and some great reactions here for Josh. You did so, I've learned so much today, honestly.
Oh, cool.
Wow, you have my interest at Avalon, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, me too.
All right, well, some great questions. And I just want to say, I see some new eyes joining us over here on Facebook.
Oh, nice.
If you're just joining us on Facebook, please make sure you add your email in the comments. I see Catherine just joined us and she just added her email. Thank you so much, Catherine. Merci beaucoup. Okay.
Merci beaucoup.
So a couple of questions here. Michelle is asking, hi, Michelle, will the Sky Grill be open in May?
Yeah, it's weather depending. So as much as they can use it, they will. It just depends on what the weather's doing outside, of course.
Okay, fair enough. And Carolyn, hi Carolyn. Carolyn's asking, does Avalon have any cabins that can accommodate 3 people, like 2 parents and like pre-teens, or guaranteeing connecting cabins?
This is a good question. So it's something that we're working on. Apparently, we're working to add a few cabins that would have a pull-out sofa bed option. At the moment, it is kind of, remember the way we used to do all-inclusives? It would be 1 parent, 1 kid, 1 parent, 1 kid. But we're working on that. So we don't quite have it just yet, but thank you for the question. We're totally working on that.
Oh, Angie, I agree. She said, this is your calling, Josh.
Thanks, Angie.
So cute. Okay, Susan, love the name. Susan's asking, would Avalon look after the visas for Vietnam, etc., wherever visas are?
We're not able to look after it, but we can definitely support with information and everything you need there, but we don't do it directly ourselves.
Okay,
as far as I
fair.
know.
Okay, Michelle's asking. So I have a group going in May 2027. I just booked another person last week. Is she able to qualify for the
Oh,
Canadian? Yeah.
she just saw she wrote again farther down. I see it's for
Oh,
2026 bookings for the ballots, but we'll have another one coming up pretty quick too. But this one is for 2026. Yeah.
okay, yeah, 2027. Okay, thank you for you're on it, Josh. Look, I'm just going down the line. You're way ahead of me. Awesome.
I usually can never find the question and answer box, so I'm doing better than usual today.
All right.
Ruth.
No, you're doing great. Amazing. Okay, here's my buddy Justine. Can the sky bar fit under the bridges on any rivers?
So yeah, I don't know if you noticed, I think I've talked about this before, but the whole top of the ship has to be able to lay flat. So even the where the captain is in the bridge house, the wheelhouse, it has to drop into the deck when we go under some of these bridges. I was out on the front deck and the captain comes out, he's like 28, he's the youngest French captain I've ever seen in my life. But he comes out, he's
Oh,
like,
wow.
you have to duck. I'm like, okay. So he's like, come move downstairs. But then we ended up just like sitting on the deck, like on our butts on the floor, and the whole thing dropped down and then the ship went under the bridge and then everything pops back up again, so they have everything ready to go for when we're passing under a bridge, but the sky grill has to be flattened and then put back up.
Oh, that's really cool. And that was a
It
good
is, it's an
question.
interesting experience. Yeah, all the locks and the bridges, it's an incredible experience.
And are the drinks included after the meals?
So potentially coming in the future, we might have drink packages come back, but at the moment we do free beer and wine at all meals, and they fill your glass like at the last pour. They'll fill it right up to the top, so you can walk up the top deck with it. You can also bring wine on board. Like a lot of these excursions include wine tastings and things like that, where you might want to buy a bottle of wine off the ship. You can bring it on board, open it in your stateroom, and then bring it up to the ship wherever you like. If you ask them to open it in the lounge, they might charge you a corkage fee. They might not, but they're supposed to. So yeah, you can walk around with your wine and enjoy. But wine and beer are an extra charge after the meals. But we also have the happiest hour on the ship. So yeah, outside of those times, it is an extra charge.
And who doesn't love a good happy hour, right?
Seriously, yeah, and they do different cocktail features. Like the bartenders are hilarious on board. We have a lot of them are Romanian, and I don't know what the talent is with bartending in Romania, but wonderful drink specials every day.
I love it. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Ruth. Hi, Ruth. Ruth is asking, I have two single ladies traveling together on Avalon Cruise. The accommodation show double slash queen bed, but they're twin beds on their profile. Do I have to add a note to their file to be sure they get two twin beds?
Yeah, yes, for sure. If you put it in there, it's pretty much in there, but they can never guarantee it, but it is better to put more notes than not. So we do recommend you put the note in there. If you give me the file number, I can put it on for you.
Okay, awesome. Let's see here. Charlene, just a comment. Charlene said in the chat, thank you. I'm just waiting to put my final touches on with Michelle in a group for Amsterdam to Basel, sorry, for 2027.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Wow, this is great. I love it. Let's see here. Okay, Joseph's asking, just curious, do you have any dedicated insurances for international bookings?
This is something we're working on as well. The different insurance rules around the country make it a bit tricky for us. Being a Swiss-based company operating in Canada and the United States, we have different insurance all over the place. So it is something they're working on more thoroughly. But we are partnered up with Manulife and some of the big guys as well.
Okay, that's great. For sure, there's always something available, right?
Yeah.
Great. And I just want to say, like, Josh has done a really great job here and the team working with Spoiled Agent and making sure their page is up to date with us. So all of these great incentives that are exclusive to Canadian agents are on our Spoiled Agent supplier page for Josh and the team. So again, you go to spoiledagent.com and click on tour operators and you're going to click on Globus. So like I said, as much as our friend Josh is here today, there is a whole team across Canada and their contacts there too. I know you opened with that, Josh, but just not to forget. Really great. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Susan, to Josh. She says, thank you. So just keep that in mind. That Spoiled Agent, their supplier page is a really great resource and tool. And like I said, working with Josh and the team has been fantastic and they're so up to date with everything. And we love these learning opportunities with you, Josh. You do a great job. And I have to say, you're a really great ambassador for your brands. So
Oh,
well done.
well, sharing the world is easy. It's so exciting to see what's out there, and a company that's doing it as well as our company is. Like certainly we have our drawbacks, but we try our best every time. So putting the travel advisor and the client first has always been a cool thing that I've seen with a family-owned company like this. It's awesome. So
And you guys are like a wonderful addition here to Spoiled Agent. So thank you.
Yeah, we're so happy to be back. Thank you for having us back.
We love it. Awesome. All right. Well, listen, I think you've done a fantastic job answering all the questions. Again, we're live on Facebook, we're live on Zoom, we're live on YouTube, and we're live on LinkedIn, of course. And we're with our friend Joshua Knox, our friend from Globus Family of Brands. And you did a great job today. If someone gets an email from Josh tomorrow, open it because you're going to be going shopping to one of my
Yeah.
favorite stores.
And our e-blast too. Check out the e-blast we sent out today too, because there's some different information in there that's valuable for sure as well.
That's great. Yeah, it went out this morning around 10 a.m. So check your inboxes, guys. It's there, and Josh does a great job with everything. So thank you, everyone. Our spoiled agents across Canada, we love when we get to meet with you guys, whether it's over your lunch or your coffee break. For Josh and I, it's our lunch. So we want to say thank you, everyone. And Josh, again, wonderful. And you guys have a great day, and we look forward.